Magic Kingdom at Walt Disney World, the second theme park in the world to ever open with a Disney name. Since its opening in 1971, Magic Kingdom grew and expanded, but over the years, some attractions did have to close. So today, the top 5 Magic Kingdom attractions that should return. At number 5, we have Extraterrestrial Alien Encounter. Now the reason I think this attraction closed was because it was too scary for young audiences. The story is of an alien breaking out of its capsule and interacting with the audience, as you can hear it walking by, or you could even feel it breathing down your neck. But Disney attempted to make it not as scary and rethemed it as Stitch's Great Escape. And in many people's opinion, Stitch's Great Escape was the worst attraction in Disney World. But to everyone who hates Stitch's Great Escape, it recently just went seasonal, and there are some rumors they're going to replace it with the Wreck-It Ralph ride. But the Wreck-It Ralph ride is still a rumor, and maybe instead of a Wreck-It Ralph ride, they can bring back Extraterrestrial Alien Encounter. At number 4, we have 20,000 Leagues Under the Sea. Now, where the attraction would have been today is where the new Fantasyland expansion is. Now, the reason I would want this to return is due to the fact it's not a traditional dark ride. What's interesting about it, you actually go underwater in submarines. And I know it still kind of exists in Disneyland in the Finding Nemo submarine voyage, but I still think it should exist here. I understand one of the reasons it closed was because it was hard to manage, and it was also a little bit claustrophobic. But Disney World has plenty of land, maybe they expand and build a new version of 20,000 Leagues Under the Sea. At number 3, we have Snow White's Scary Adventures. Now, honestly, this didn't really have a reason to close. I mean, it's not like nobody knows who Snow White is. I know they kind of brought it back in the Seven Dwarfs Mine Train, but I still prefer the original. The problem with this closure is what replaced it. What replaced the ride was a princess meet and greet, and most of the time it's not even open, and it's extremely inefficient. But time will tell. Maybe one day they'll bring back Snow White's Scary Adventures. Number 2, we have Mickey's Toontown Fair. Now, it does still exist in Disneyland, but it's called Mickey's Toontown, and in my opinion, the one at Disneyland is a lot better. But the reason it's on this list is because in Walt Disney World, there's not a lot of Mickey attractions, but this land was dedicated to the OG Disney characters. Now, the reason this got demolished was for the Fantasyland expansion. Maybe one day they'll make another version of Mickey's Toontown Fair. At number 1, we have the Walt Disney World Skyway. Now, this was number 2 at the Disneyland list. Those are one of those rare attractions that Walt Disney created. And also, it would have been extremely easy to bring it back, as the Fantasyland and Tomorrowland stations stood there abandoned. Unlike Disneyland, as only the Fantasyland station stood abandoned. But quite a while back, the Fantasyland station and the Tomorrowland station were torn down to make room for restrooms. But like I mentioned in my Disneyland video, you cannot put a dark ride or a roller coaster there. The only attraction you can put there is the Skyway.